All right. Always know about the P&L, profit and loss statement, and that will tell us exactly what is profiting versus what we're losing in wages or revenue or labor or that type of thing. So bringing that up, what is wage to revenue? Answer: how much labor you're using versus how much money is being generated. What does KPI stand for? Answer: key performance indicator. True or false? KPI for sales per square feet should be $187 or higher. False. It should be $147. True or false? Average sales should be $20 or higher. True. Next question. In what Power BI report can you find the customer count and average sales for production numbers from an employee? Answer: KPM report. Question: what is the name of the app that we use to view reports and production? Answer: PBI broadcast. Question: what report do we use to pull production numbers from an employee from? Answer: SITW production. Question: what is the production goals for textiles in 2025? Answer: 6,770 textiles per week. I have broke that down to 1354 per day for both teams, 275 a person per day if they're working an 8-hour shift. Team 1 has 2 people, which would account for 550 per day. Team 2 has 2.5 people, which would account for 687.5 per day, but double check on that. I don't know if that's all what it's supposed to be. Production goals for wares. How many per week? Answer: 5,849 per week. Question: what is the new production goals per shoe for shoes? Answer: 544 total per week. Question: what does a high sell-through rate indicate? Answer: you're either pricing too low or not having enough merchandise on the floor. Question: what does a low sell-through rate indicate? Answer: pricing too high, merchandising problems like rotation, poor organization or shopability, possible blanket problems, or team members may be padding. Now, to ask that, what exactly is possible blanket pricing problems? Answer: hitting the same pricing over and over again. Question: what exactly is padding? Answer: that is a scam where workers will make tickets but not put them on items to make it seem like they're producing more than they actually are. If you produce the tickets and do not use them, you have to reconcile. Question: what is the overall minimum sell-through rate? Answer, 40%. Question, a low price average may indicate what? Answer, your either pricing is too low, or you may have too many low value quality items that are out on the sales floor. Question, what is a high price average? What would that what would a high price average indicate? Answer, price is too high, or too many high valuable quality items are out on the sales floor. Maybe they should be on e-com. Okay. Question, what percentage should price averages be within for each department? Answer, 5%. Question, what are the sell-through rates for electrical? Answer, 45 to 50%. What is the sell-through rates for furniture supposed to be? Answer, 55 to 60%. What is the sell-through rates for linen should be? 40 to 50%. Question, what should the sell-through rate for books or media be? Answer, 35 to 40%. What should the sell-through rate for shoes be? Answer, 40 to 50%. What should the sell-through rate for wares be? 55 to 60%. What should the sell-through rate for kids be? 30 to 40%. What should the sell-through rate for men's clothes be? 40 to 50%. I'm sorry, the kids, back to the sell-through rate for kids, that is actually 30 to 40%. Sell-through rate for females, 35 to 45%. If you're being asked to get your numbers for the week, where do you go? Power BI. What are the weekly goals in 2025/2026? Textiles, 6,770. Wares, 5,849. Shoes, 544. Keep it going. What happens if you're asked about the current numbers? Be truthful. Tell Daniel that you would have to go to Power BI and check the numbers to see exactly where we are. What is more important, getting numbers or getting sales? Answer, both are very important. You want to focus on the numbers, but without the sales, that means nothing. The sales generate the money. What is a linear square foot percentage for men, women, and children? Answer, 16% for children, 19% for men, and 65% for women. Question, how many feet is a grid wall? Answer, 4 feet. You multiply the sections by 4 feet. Then divide the square feet by the total number to get your percentage. Okay, now that seems like... Oh, here's another one. Would seasonality attribute to both high and low sale rates? Yes, but more on the low. It depends. If it is set for correct season, you will see certain clothing sell at a normal or higher rate as expected. If your store isn't set appropriately with the correct season and lacks clothing, then your low sell-through rate because you have the wrong clothes set up. Seasonal clothing always gets more space. Mm-mm. Please know about the profit and loss statement. That is something that I will learn as I get closer to a store manager position, but know that it is there. What does a high sell-through rate indicate? Answer: pricing too low or not pricing enough merchandise. Okay. Now we got a couple questions on the book here. Price averages. Ladies, $6.99. Men's, $6.99. Kids, $3.25. Wares, $3.99. Shoes, $12.99. Electrical, $9.99. Furniture, $19.99. Linens, $3.99. Books or media, $2.99. Okay. Next page here. Okay. Sale floors, this is a statement. Sale floor is measured using all sales floor space, only to include drives aisles, excludes the following: backup room, dressing rooms, cash wrap, vestibules, and bathrooms, because you're not selling those items there. That makes sense. Sales per $1 of labor. Top 20% of stores are over $3 per $1 of labor. I don't know what that actually means. Sales per $1 is similar to waste revenue and measures how effective you are at using the labor you have. Your goal is $2.50 or higher. To monitor that, see the retail summary. Percentage of labor to revenue. Again, these are notes. This is what we refer as wage to revenue, or WR. This measures how efficient is using labor to build overall revenue. The lower the number, the better. The top 20% of stores are in high to mid 20%. To monitor this, see the retail summary. Okay, there's a lot here. We'll have to get into all that later. Okay, here we go. What is price per piece processed? Answer: this is the average price your teams are choosing when pricing, one of the most critical aspects of production. What is the price per piece sold? Answer: this is the average price a customer is paying for any one piece of merchandise. Okay. How to fix production problems? Answer:
Nikki, here is your reminder. Concept appointment with the new doctor for colitis.
How to fix your production problems. Once again, answer. Most times, the more you produce, it will solve all the KPIs above. This is true 99% of the time. Other things that you could fix on your KPI negativity are what? Quantity, quality, rotation, if it's shoppable or not, and of course, seasonality or store layout. All right. This is enough for now. We'll have to study this more later.